Paste it. There it is.
Back in week 3, the Cowboys won a blowout in their previous game against the Giants. Can New York even the score? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
Yeah, I like it too.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium.
I thought about number 11, but
this is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd
kind of a Phil Simms
by
thing.
the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, with it kind of being identifiable with Phil Simms, I wouldn't really want to try to do my own thing.
Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've certainly found their groove.
Seems like Barkley, they give me some kind of opportunity to get him his X Factor back.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Best team in the NFL, they said. No. Cowboys. I'm like, no, definitely not. I'm gonna slow it down. Ooh. Holy. Ouch.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
He just slung it in there too. I like to say it. I like his passing animation, the way he slings it in there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
He almost took it all the way.
Position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
Barkley, and he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout?
Yeah, I get a lot of those.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards.
Looking linebacker from the Cowboys is blowing me up.
Sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Fucking Parsons.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He stiff arms him, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Yeah. I think that's kind of who it is.
This would have been a 50.
I think it is actually Testaverde's throw.
But they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Now Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that fucking delivery. It saved me on a bunch of sacks too. At some point it's gonna cause me a fumble or two, but I remember you saying something about editing stuff, and I went in there and I changed some stuff. Yeah, because I like this one.
On 1st down, wow. Barkley, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back in
defense
his
is kicking it, man.
Line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
I had old boy staying in pass block. I don't know if that helped or not.
On 1st down. Barkley,
Didn't hurt.
and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
Damn,
Second
stop
down.
Barkley. Cold, though.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now back to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On first down, Barkley.
Gone.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. So simple math here. The first half, they've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
The wall didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read.
Looks like him, don't he?
The quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That was sick, huh?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know this
one hand.
point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this
See
game,
that?
has got to be priority one.
One fucking handed.
Back to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Yeah, different Giant squad.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little
Yeah, and I don't just pick one player, man. You look at the stats. I mean, everybody's got about the same amount of grabs.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver.
Not like I've been abusing Barkley as a pass catcher.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That one good for 12 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, the football that my defense.
On first down, Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of
pretty
scrimmage.
impressive.
They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Golladay. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That got tipped at the line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
No, it was a touch pass. It's nice.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I got killed after. There should have been a flag.
Everyone on the offensive side of the ball.
Jesus.
But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed.
That
the
was
defense
fucked.
able to rally to him and hold it for just a short game.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Again. How come you're never doing anything?
Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively, they had that pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be
3 touchdowns worth of stupid would be pretty incredible,
there's
though.
plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, here's
I've done
Barkley.
it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What the hell?
Back to throw here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No, that was a silly one. I'll take my 4 touchdown, no pick game against the Cowboys.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford.
Oh, I thought that was 4th quarter. I was only the 3rd quarter.
At this point, as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Yards remain on second down.
On the run,
it is, man. Every time I put him on, they would play good.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, he stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there.
Mm-hmm. Better bring something better, fucking safety.
And this one goes nowhere.
Smoke rocks.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Finds a seam inside the 40.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Second down and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Slayton. A solid stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
No.
Not
It's
totally
over
home
now.
free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to boom his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
He stiff armed that defensive lineman.
Near the goal line, give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Then the dance was priceless.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their
Did you see what my stats were? 23 for 24, 287 yards, 4 touchdowns against the Cowboys.
So for the Giants,
Making a statement. You know, 1 incompletion. See what Diggs had to say after that. He says credit where credit is due. Thought for sure I'd be able to bait you into some picks. Guess I didn't play my best game. I'm disappointed we couldn't win. You weren't perfect today, but you were good enough to pull out the victory. Props for that. I got 1,000 experience. Play the Eagles next. Ooh, you're talking shit, dude. It says, Kevin says, you know what motivates me to be my best? Having a talented quarterback on the opposite sideline. Every passing yard you gain, every touchdown you throw, drives me to excel. So don't let me down this week. Huh. So I said, I envy you. I'm about to set records against your pathetic defense, and you got a front row ticket to the show. He said, if I've learned anything, it's that the best players let their actions do the talking. Respect goes both ways, man. We'll see how things work out for you. I gotta beat your Eagles, score 4 passing or rushing touchdowns, accumulate 4 combination of 400 total yards. I'm gonna smoke real quick if you want to play this. That's funny. I disrespected you. No, I didn't really disrespect you. I disrespected your defense. Yeah. I wasn't trying to start no shit. So this game's for second in the division. Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of that fucking offense a little bit more. Quite a bit better. You ready? Are you gonna smoke first, or? Sent it. Well, we gotta do that at the same time, don't we? Sorry, I sent it. Good luck, brother.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at
Yeah, this team is by
Stadium
far
in
the team that's
East
worked
Rutherford,
best
New
for me.
Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it. Thank you.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said...
Nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it.
Good news is I still got the fucking ball, though, bitch. Fuck you. Damn, where'd he come from? I didn't even see him. What the fuck?
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th
Nope,
down.
flat going for it.
They're going to look to throw. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take
I'm like, nobody's going to cover him, really?
opening drive.
And I almost didn't get it off, but I got it.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No fire.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Get him. Yeah.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring
Little
it
touch
down
pass.
just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the
Lions beat the
16
Bears.
for 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Yeah, they're not fucking around.
His
Club just
reputation
come
as a
out
speedy
there.
runner precedes him. It's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A good push there from that
Wow, he
offensive
looks
line
good.
as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down. 2nd down at 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ooh.
Now
Fucking
the throw
smoked
going
you.
to Fuller, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Ah, Fuller.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not
Fucking
all the
got
time that the play
smoked.
caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Holy smokes.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. And they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down.
Yep.
Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
My defense ain't been no
It'll
joke.
be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw
Get
now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left.
Oh, nice run.
And he'll slide to
Ooh.
a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
Third down.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him
Nice.
with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got
Ooh.
his man.
Oh,
It's the
got
tight
it.
end Goddard. And he's out of bounds here.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them.
Could
They
you
gave him
ask
the
for a
touchdown.
review?
Yeah, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field
All right,
general
you
where
got
they've
this.
got it. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing. And he's in.
What a game.
Touchdown, Eagles.
2 long
Miles
drives.
Sanders. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying
What
this
a
thing
fucking
up.
game.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Ooh, Dolphins are beating the Jets.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they got to make sure they continue to keep
mode for real.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Chiefs beat Vegas?
7-7, our score.
Or you mean last week? Yeah, Chiefs are still undefeated. Chiefs.
On first down, Barkley.
Yeah.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete to Washington.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Who's Washington?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, D.
They'll set up to throw.
Gotcha.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Gotcha,
and this
again.
throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
Come on
he
now,
didn't
D.
because it
One
wasn't
more.
his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he
Yeah, it's
wanted
crazy
to pull that
how
one
far
back.
they've come with the animation, watching that defensive tackle shed that guy. You know what I mean? Power his way to you. It's pretty impressive.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Oof, gotcha again.
And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted.
I like that camera angle
Obviously,
when we
no
play
loss
each
of
other.
confidence with that defense, and now they get to
Pretty
turn it
impressive.
back to their offense.
Ooh.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. The former Rutgers safety, Devin McCourty, has it. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. On the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to pick off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's a second down run with Sanders.
Down,
but not before they're inside the 25. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And Goddard's got it. Wow. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
Jesus.
28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How do things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for Shepard deep. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Gotcha. Oh, he got away, and then he got
The giant rush gets home as down he goes.
We call that a sack.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room,
lost
Charles,
a lineman.
talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. Back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Oof.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been.
Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. And whistle blown, a timeout.
Let's put my controller down and accidentally hit timeout.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Ooh. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 69
what a game,
yards
huh?
on the ground for him so far.
Well,
looked like you were going to run away with it for a minute.
What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, back to Sanders.
Almost broke that
They were not
motherfucker.
fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, it's Sanders. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Oof.
This is Smith with the ground.
What? No.
And he is out of bounds, but not
That's not a real
before he's
baby under
inside
that
the
blanket.
That's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched
That's not a real
presentation
baby in
the
that
offseason.
blanket. Don't fall for that again.
Offensive coordinator showed over 10 different drills
damn
he runs
it.
with his quarterbacks to show
They
them
fall
how
for
to
the
get
baby
out
under
of
the
the
blanket
pocket,
trick every
get comfortable
time.
when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the
Isn't that a real baby?
over to the NFL.
Oh, they fell for it
right
again.
side incomplete to Washington.
And time
Heard
to
him.
give some credit to the
It's my
big
rookie.
fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all
Be a
the
big
way
stop
across
here,
the field.
boys.
That time
Look
able to scan the
around.
field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate
Don't fall
throw.
for that baby under the blanket trick.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry.
Because
Good
really,
pickup on the first down.
And when you get good
why
yards
would there
like
be a
that on
baby
first
on the
down,
field
it
under a
really
blanket
does
to
a
start
whole
with,
lot of good
guys?
for your
Yeah.
entire offense, but I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit
Bust
extra.
loose. There you go. Get him. Get him. Hit him.
And he
There you
takes
go.
this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Eagles.
First and goal.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little
Need a
bit. because earlier in the
turnover.
game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no
Here
doubt
comes
about it. I
Miles.
think he learned from earlier in
Get
the
him.
game, and
There
he's
we go.
applying it now.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Martinez.
Good first step there defensively, but they're
First
still
tackle
knocking
of
on
the
the
game. I
doorstep.
find that
So
hard to
maybe
believe.
another run here.
I think so. And one of my favorite
Come on,
coaches just say,
Martinez.
son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Second down,
nice
back to
play call.
Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And
Yeah,
it's
that
on
was what I had.
EA
I was on my
Sports.
third read, I think, on that one.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
I did.
A handoff to Barkley.
Oof.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a
Cocksucker.
yard there, and it's second and 11.
Cocksucker! Ugh.
They'll
Yeah.
drop the throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
All the way.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men.
How did he catch him?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down
He's
7,
just
but
quick.
first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. We are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
It's my signature, man. I swear I'm like 10 for 11 with it. So they stopped
The
once.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Ooh. Ooh, still going. Oh, that was kind of a
93
hard hit,
yards
though.
rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Nice.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down, back to Sanders.
Another carry for their leader and a
98
good one.
yards.
It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in
2
both the run
touchdowns,
and
fucking-
passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing
on,
but
D.
defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And got his man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
See, my rookie
Give
came
him
back,
5 on the
Colbert.
carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without
Yeah,
his
he was
performance
first round
on the
draft
ground?
choice.
That puts him over
Kinda
100
been
yards
keeping an
now for
eye
the
on him.
afternoon, and I tell you, he
Hasn't
seems to
done
get
much really all
stronger
year.
as the day goes along.
2nd and 5.
Get him. Touchdown.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead.
Back and
here in
forth,
the
back and
fourth.
forth.
Elliott
Dolphins
good with a
Jets is
PAT,
36-35.
and they will take a 7-point lead. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Very
You
nice.
got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they
They're
search
saying
for a
that he
tying
committed a
touchdown.
penalty?
Here's
Is that what
first
they're
and 10.
saying?
Mike 13. He's coming.
He'll look to throw. Finds his
I
tight
know.
end Ingram.
I know, you can't do that. You can't do that, dude.
Inside the 40.
When you execute
What
a
are you
drag or
talking
cross the route
about?
really well and give them a chance to
No
let it
wonder
develop
why
a
he
little bit,
got 60
you can gain
fucking
some significant
yards.
yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt.
The sack changed everything.
44-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too
Nice
much.
man.
Because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Getting that
Not
accidental
totally
timeout
home
is going to
free
be
yet,
huge.
but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yeah, it's square now. Big play.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A
53.
nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Call it a gain of
53
4 and
over.
bring up 4th down.
Call timeout. I mean, I let the clock run, but it's not guaranteed, but it might
So
change their
on 4th
mind.
down,
Oh, there it
trots
is.
the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
53-yard field goal. It's
The
good.
kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard
The
line.
field goal kicker hasn't missed all year. Jesus.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
Yeah, I
They
can't
know
do
that they
that.
need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Powers by at the 40. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
Wow.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game.
That's the second time that we played this year, though, right?
When they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos.
So we don't play. So we don't play again.
So for the Eagles, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on.
For sure. I gotta play the Ravens next, and then I gotta buy. So I can play mine, and then when you play yours, you can have another week before I have to play again. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh. I'm at 84 still. That was a bad week for me. Yeah, a lot of the routes that I'm normally typically used to running were fucking covered. You were just in the right defense to cover a lot of the shit that I normally fucking do. In our division, the Falcons? From our division? Yeah, it's Falcons. No, wait. It's Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, Redskins football team. And then I play in 2 of the next 3. I beat them. Just gotta do the same game plan, just control the clock. Easier said than done. Mm. It is kind of rough. Mm-hmm. I should make the playoffs, I would think. Mm-hmm. All right, man. All right, have a good one, brother. Yep, bye.